So let us talk about vaginal birth after caesarean section today. What is VBAC, or vaginal birth after caesarean section? This is where a lady who has had one previous caesarean delivery opts or is given the opportunity to labor and deliver vaginally. Now, why is this important? For many women, labor and delivery is a natural process, and therefore they would wish, and we do encourage them, to go for vaginal birth. However, circumstances beyond their control may have contributed to them requiring an emergency or other caesarean section previously. Now, the second time, it does not always have to be a caesarean section. So, vaginal birth after caesarean section may be known by many other names, but the common one is VBAC, or trial of labor after caesarean section, or TOLAC. Those terms can be used interchangeably. Now, you may want to know who is eligible for this. Now, any woman who has had a previous caesarean delivery theoretically is eligible. However, what needs to be done is that during the process of preparation, or as soon as possible after the previous caesarean, a discussion with your doctor needs to be had so that you know the circumstances under which you had a caesarean section and whether it is safe for you to attempt a vaginal birth. Now, that said, for majority of women, it is perfectly safe to actually have a vaginal birth in the subsequent delivery. Now, the journey, as I said, begins right after the first caesarean section and continues into the subsequent pregnancy. Now, what does the preparation involve? The first thing is understand why you had a CS. Is it a recurring reason, or is a reason that does not recur in a subsequent pregnancy? For example, if you had a caesarean section because your baby was not positioned right the first time, it is perfectly in order to try for a normal birth in a subsequent pregnancy if your baby is well positioned. So know the reason for the previous caesarean section first before coming in for the second baby. Number two, you require time. Time is a healer. So we encourage that at least 2 years elapse between the deliveries for it to be considered a safe vaginal birth after caesarean, which means that the conception should ideally occur at least 1 year and 3 months from the previous caesarean, and not sooner than that. There are other authorities that may suggest anywhere between 18 months between the deliveries is safe. However, we recommend at least 2 years between the births. Now, when you get pregnant after caesarean birth previously, then you need to see your doctor as early as possible. And during the antenatal journey, your doctor will guide you to examine for any complications that may make vaginal birth unsafe. So your doctor will do the necessary scans, they will do the necessary examinations, they will do the necessary discussions and preparations so that when you are coming in at your delivery date, you are sure that your delivery is well, you are prepared well for the delivery. Now, the biggest thing that most women may need to know is that bring in your psyche, because having had a caesarean birth previously, normal delivery requires a lot of patience and a lot of self-will, if I was to put it that way, to carry through. You also need a very encouraging team which needs to take you through it without unnecessarily making it complicated or over-medicalizing it. The third thing you need is to be in a facility that is supportive and has the necessary tools and training of staff to make it possible for you to safely try for vaginal birth. This means that they must be able at all times be ready and able to perform a caesarean section should an emergency arise during the trial of labor. So generally that is the preparation for a lady who is planning to have a vaginal birth after a previous caesarean delivery.